It's time for the Big Playback with News Channel 21 Sports Director Keith Bleyer.
Okay, let's do this. It's been a great rivalry over many years, the Bend High Lava Bears and the Mountain View Cougars. The city's Civil War game, but here's the thing. In the last 6 years, one team has clearly proven its supremacy. I'm not going to lie. It is still a great Central Oregon spectacle, however, and tonight, special meaning for the home team. Craig Walker in his 24th and final year as head coach at Bend, and his wife and daughter, a senior at Bend High, deliver the game ball and a lava bear hug via helicopter. Neat moment tonight. Both teams came out hitting harder than usual. Third and short for Bend. Duke De Gaetano stuffed. Nick Thompson leading the way for the Mountain View defense. But when the Cougars get the ball, it's third and long, and Dimitri Dillard has nowhere to run to, baby, nowhere to hide. How about Dallas Fagan with a big tackle? Lava Bears had a chance to score, but no, Tony Martirano can't haul in the pass from Joe Nikoski on third down, so they've got to kick a field goal and rejected. Hayden Crook's try is blocked. Jake Miller limits the damage by recovering the live ball. On the very next play, Joel Scotty, the Oregon State-bound senior. He'll be a linebacker for the Beavers, but he was a two-way star tonight. All the way to the his house. Kids call it the his house, or am I 10 years behind the times? 7-0. Next series for Ben. Joe Nikoski for Kyle Lammers. Hit by Jacob Hollister. And look who's there. Scotty with the interception. This was a big play early in this game. Hollister wants to take advantage after laying the lumber, and he does. John Carroll dives in just like that. It is 14-0 Cougars. Bears knew they had to be a bit creative tonight. Fake! Fake! J.C. Grimm on the fake punt, scampers for the first down, but Ben could not score, and it was 21-0 Mountain View at the half. A statement drive by the Cougars to start the third quarter. Hollister over the top for brother Cody. Nice catch, move the chains. Those brothers want to play in college together. Still undecided recruiters. Next play, Hollister rolls out, finds Nick Gentry. Move the chains again. We are deep into Bend territory. Watch this next run by Scotty. He's got some speed, but it is mostly power. Goodbye. Take another look. Danny Verdick, I mean, he was just laid out by Scotty, and he gets the call and scores the touchdown. Final score tonight, 35-13 Mountain View. That is 5 out of 6 over Bend. All right, let's go across town. Homecoming for the Summit Storm after a rough 2 weeks against their Bend rivals. And this was senior night, so you got to show a little love to your parents. Son giving father a flower. You got a problem with that? We don't. We have no problem with that. First quarter, Max Lindsay tosses to Cruz Mingus, and he's going to chuck it to Ian Tobiasen, who posts up and makes the catch at the 38-yard line. Crook County would answer, however. They'd get the ball to the 12, and then Cole Brewer hands it off to Brandon Zemp. Oh, just shy of the goal line, but the Cowboys would punch it in. 7-7. Summit back on offense. J.T. Evans from the Storm 34-yard line. What is 66 yards away from the Storm 34-yard line? The end zone, baby. 13-7 Storm. 242 yards rushing for Evans tonight. Max Lindsay and Coach Hackenbrook deciding on the next play. It wasn't the best one. Lindsay would go back to pass, and he would be picked off, but it's a great play by Zemp. The leaping snag. How did he stay in bounds? Nice return as well. However, turnovers a bit contagious. Crook County would return the favor. Brewer throws a pick to T.J. Pay, and Pay is going all the way. Final score tonight on the west side. Summit back in the win column, 27-16 over Class 4A Crook County. All right, 2 games featuring 4 Central Oregon schools, but that is less than half the entire story. Find out later how Redmond did tonight in a big special district game. And was this the night for the Lapine Hawks, a team still in search of their first win this season? Winning, that's easy. Losing, that's the hard part in any sport at any level. Lapine did not win a single game in 2010. They started this year with 7 defeats, but the Hawks have not quit. Tonight, a great opportunity at home against 1-6 Sisters. The Outlaws, however, were coming off their first win of the year at home to Cottage Grove. Now, the Water Boys don't quit either. They bring the H2O with pride and a little hair dye. Not on the water, on the head. Sisters strikes first. Shane Groth to Cole Moore. 15-yard touchdown. That made it 8-0 Outlaws, but the Hawks got their engine running. Riley Amott, a gain of 30 yards. Running hard, nice moves at the end as well. It would be Lapine quarterback Gareth Dahlgren who would keep it. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He's sneaky. Touchdown. Lapine would go for the 2-point conversion. Dahlgren to Levi Penter. We've got a tie game at 8. Sisters Ethan Luloff. 10 yards. Pretty much untouched. Touchdown. Lapine would not go away. Razzle-dazzle. Dahlgren to Justin Wilson, who passes to Cole Kimmel. Deep into the bag of trips. Why not? You got nothing to lose. Amott, watch the whirling dervish. Whoop. Sit down, Outlaws. 20 yards, just shy of the goal line. He got you there. You got to let him punch it in. Riley gets it there. Touchdown, Hawks. But the Outlaws keep countering. Groth to Moore again. Nice 25-yard gain for the visitors, and they were still throwing. Groth looking for Bryce Alderman this time. 20-yard touchdown, and your final score. Lapine falls short again, 47-22. All right, still to come on the big playback, the White Buffaloes roam. Madras was on the road at Malala with playoff consequences. And what about the Culver Bulldogs? They were away from home as well. Find out how they fared at Central Lynn when the big playback continues. And now the rest of the story. Madras lost at Malala 48-6. That hurts the playoff hopes of the White Buffaloes. Culver falls short at Central Lynn tonight 21-7. Redmond loses at home to Lincoln 45-7. Panthers go 0-2 in 6A Special District play. One game tomorrow afternoon. Gilchrist travels to the Triad to play some 8-man ball. How about two Central Oregon volleyball teams having great seasons? They won again tonight. Crook County twice over Roosevelt, and Culver beat Central Lynn in straight games. The Ducks have arrived in Boulder, Colorado, and showing up is about all that's required for Oregon to beat the Buffaloes. All right, maybe not, but the number 10 Ducks are favored by more than 30 points over the Pac-12 newcomers, so not sure if it really matters if Oregon's first-string quarterback plays, and we don't know if Darren Thomas will be leading the Ducks this time around until about kickoff tomorrow. He was injured in the win over Arizona State, and reports out of Eugene have been all over the place. He's practicing, he's not practicing, he's with the first team, he's not. Coach Kelly does not talk about injuries at all. So nothing for you until 12:30 tomorrow. Game is on Root Sports in Boulder, Colorado at the foot of the Flatirons. And then Oregon State. It's an interesting game in Seattle against Washington State at CenturyLink Field. That one will kick off at 7:30 p.m. It is a national telecast on Fox Sports Net. Fox Sports Net and Root Sports, they're kind of the same thing, so don't be confused by yours truly. Mountain View has won 5 out of the last 6 Civil War games over the Bend Lava Bears. Joel Scotty was unquestionably the star tonight for Steve Turner and the Mountain View Cougars. All right, that's going to do it for Central Oregon's only high school football highlight show. Good night, Barney.